Quick question. When you think of the Neptunes, what do you think of? Do you think of the planet? Do you think of space? Or do you think of Chad Hugo and Pharrell Williams? When you think of the Neptune sound, what do you think of? Do you think of just, your regular old, your drums, your keyboard, your guitar here? Or do you think of some crazy, synthesized, space sounding, something that you'll hear like in Star Wars or Star Trek or maybe even Space Invaders? That's what I want to talk to you today about. My name is Zachary Davis, and I've chosen the Neptunes for my Producers Podcast. The Neptunes are a Grammy Award-winning duo that consists of Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo. The Neptunes are from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo met at a summer camp for the School of the Gifted and Talented in Virginia Beach. Pharrell Williams played the drums while Chad Hugo played the tenor saxophone. The two also played in a marching band where Pharrell played the snare drum while Chad Hugo was the student conductor. The two formed a group with childhood friends Shay and Mike Etheridge and called themselves the Neptunes, hence the name, the Neptunes. While the group were playing at a local talent show, Teddy Riley discovered them and signed them to his label once they graduated high school. While under Teddy Riley's label, the group produced songs for SWV, Total, and Teddy Riley's own group, Blackstreet. In 1992, Pharrell Williams wrote Teddy Riley's hook for the song Rump Shaker by Rex and the Neptunes scored their first major production hit in 1998 with Nori's Super Thug. This Nori's Super Thug first started the whole Neptune sound. This is where you can really tell who the Neptunes were and what they were about. With the success of this song, the Neptunes went on to produce Khalees's debut album in its entirety and also produce another hit for Old Dirty Bastard, I Got Your Money. The duo began to work with artists like Ludacris, Angie Stone, the Backstreet Boys, Babyface, and Mystikal's Shake It Fast, and the Jay-Z's I Just Wanna Love You. In 2001, the Neptunes scored their first international hit with Britney Spears' I'm a Slave for You. This led them to work with acts like NSYNC, Janet Jackson, No Doubt, and Usher. The Neptunes teamed up with childhood friend Shay and formed a group called NERD, which is short for Nobody Ever Really Dies. NERD released their first album in 2002. The Neptunes were named Producers of the Year in 2002 by the Billboard Music Awards. The Neptunes created their own label called Star Trek Entertainment and released the Clip's debut album, Lord Willing. The Neptunes continue to produce for acts like Nelly, Beyonce, Daft Punk, LL Cool J, Snoop Dogg, Toni Braxton, and also played a major role in Justin Timberlake's debut album, Justified. In 2004, the Neptunes won a Grammy for Producer of the Year for their work on Justin Timberlake's debut album. Since then, Chad Hugo and Pharrell Williams started to do their own solo ventures but continued to work together as the Neptunes. Chad Hugo went on to work with such acts as Ashley Simpson, The Internet, and Kenna. While as Pharrell released his debut album In My Mind in 2006 and ventured into the world of fashion with his own clothing lines Ice Cream and Billionaire Boys Club. He also did collaborations with Louis Vuitton and other big brands. NERD has gone on to release 3 more albums: Fly or Die, Sing Sounds, and Nothing. The Neptunes continue to work with artists such as Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, T.I., and others. In 2009, the Neptunes were listed as number 1 in Billboard magazine's list of top 10 producers of the last decade. And in 2010, Pharrell composed the score to the film Despicable Me. In 2012, Pharrell collaborated with Hans Zimmer to compose and arrange the score of the 84th Academy Awards. In this year, Pharrell worked on arguably 2 of the best songs of the year with Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines and Daft Punk's Get Lucky. When talking about the Neptune sound, Chad Hugo says that Pharrell Williams is more like the beat of the drum of the group, where he will like create a melody, he will make the drum pattern, he will sing a hook. He'll have all this in his head, he'll just lay it down, where when Chad will just come in and he will like kind of, Chad calls himself like a one-man band, where he would just add layers here, take stuff out here, and just make it sound nice. When you think of the Neptune sound, that sound will never be duplicated. I don't care how many guys were influenced or mentored by their sound. Their sound will never be duplicated. When you think of the Neptunes, you think of Chad Hugo and Pharrell Williams. I want to thank you for tuning into my podcast. My name is Zachary Davis.